U.S. and around the world for just $29.99. Introducing Vonage World. Call 1-888-223-9944. Then call India, all of India, or Brazil, all of Brazil. In fact, call all corners of over 60 countries free. Sign up for Vonage World today for just $29.99. Don't wait. Call 1-888-223-9944 or go to Vonage.ca and start saving.
165,000 calls every day. But we always treat you as a person, not a number. So, how can we help? American Express. Realize the potential.
Stephanie Potter wants a ham sandwich, but her mom doesn't like added preservatives. So for Stephanie, I prepared ham with natural ingredients for new Natural Selections deli meats from Maple Leaf, which means a ham sandwich for Stephanie. Maple Leaf, your butcher shop.
I need to change my diet. I'm also planning to begin an exercise regimen.
Sheldon's quest to live long and prosper.
Oh, Lord, my belly. I think it's about to burst.
Is modified.
Okay, let's go.
Somewhat. By a mild case of agoraphobia.
Greetings, friends. Recent events have demonstrated to me that my body is too fragile to endure the vicissitudes of the world.
A new episode of The Big Bang Theory. Thursday at 8, 7 Central on CTV. Closed captioning is brought to you by the complete second season of The Mentalist. Available now on DVD.
Welcome back to Animal House Calls. The Canadian Kennel Club's responsible dog ownership groups, or Rdogs, holding rallies right across the country this weekend to try and raise awareness about being responsible guardians, particularly when it comes to issues like bite prevention. Here to tell us more, Sonny, Allinson, and Lizzie, who really wants to get out and run.
Lizzie.
Hi.
Lizzie.
Nice to see you. Dizzy Lizzie and Sonny Allinson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for
First of all, what is
great.
the mandate of the Canadian Kennel Club?
Well, we operate primarily as Canada's largest registry. We register 175 different breeds of dogs. We provide rules and regulations for all of the dog shows and the events, but we're also very, very involved with outreach into the communities around canine safety, talking to people about being responsible owners, and too often we hear all of the negatives. And there are millions of people in this country who own dogs who are wonderfully responsible. So 3 years ago we initiated the National Rdog Week and Rdog Day just to highlight all of the people who are responsible in this country.
So it sounds to me, you know, I was going to say, or you're there to help protect dogs, but it sounds like what you're doing is protecting humans and dogs and helping each understand the other with respect and responsibility, and that's obviously the humans are the ones that can be taught that, but so can dogs.
Well, you know, it's interesting because it may be a two-way street. Dogs will do what they do instinctively, and we as humans, if we want them as part of our society and a positive part of our society, we have to learn the responsibilities to look after those animals and make them excuse me, make them comfortable in their communities and make people who may not be quite so passionate about them just as comfortable. We have a terrific program, and it kind of captures it, and it's the Canine Good Neighbor program. Dogs are good neighbors, people without dogs, good neighbors, and it's blending.
Tell me a little bit about the event that's going across the nation this weekend, and how people in any part, you know, we're on Animal Planet, so we're seen right across this nation. So how can people get involved, and how can their pets, their dogs, benefit from this?
Well, we started it 3 years ago, and we're very active in Halifax, active here in Toronto, active in Victoria, coast to coast, small towns, large towns. And people can seek out an event that's being sponsored in their community by like-minded organizations as well as the Canadian Kennel Club. And our supporters at IAMS, who are all part of this outreach, have been very generous in providing communication, and it's very important that people join us with their dogs. They can get together with their Thursday night dog walking pals this Saturday and walk with those dogs in a group. It's as simple as that.
Let's talk about registry, and you register different breeds.
Yes.
To what end? Why is that important?
The registry has been operating since 1888. And as part of the Animal Pedigree Act, this maintains the purity of purebred animals. And it's also for, you know, cattle and that, but most people don't think of dogs as being livestock and having a registry where the heritage of those animals is maintained from generation to generation. And it protects these animals. It's almost like a living museum. Protects them today to maintain what they've been in the past and into the future.
Sonny, why do so many dogs, and cats, but why do so many dogs end up in shelters in this country?
Well, you know, it's quite interesting because oftentimes people don't do the research and they see a nice fluffy puppy.
Or they see a movie or a commercial.
Well, Disney's the best storyteller in history. And the Dalmatian is a classic example. You see it, kids are there, they're with their parents, oh, mom, dad, they get it. Well, a Dalmatian is a wonderful breed in the right place with the right people. It has an affinity towards horses. It's a barn dog that runs with horses. That's why it's a stable mascot for the fire department when they were horse-drawn reels.
What's the very first thing you suggest if someone suddenly thinks, all right, responsible pet ownership, responsible dog ownership. I don't like the word owner, but guardianship. What's the first most important step if this now suddenly becomes something in the forefront of your mind?
Well, research is critical. That's almost
What if you're already there, though? You've got your dog.
You've made the decision to get a dog.
You've done it already.
You have to understand where your dog is coming from, and you have to understand that the obedience training that you give it, gently and kindly, will make a much better animal for you as a pet. And it's not just one course, one day, 1 week. It's every day. You maintain and you continue. So it's repetition. People have to be repetitious when they're working with their dogs.
How do they find out, all of us, more about the weekend events? Where do we go? What do we do?
It sounds like the commercial here. Go to www.ckc.ca. and you'll see the events that are listed, and hopefully people will come out and join us.
We've got another beautiful shot of Lizzie. How do you feel about your baby, Lizzie? Tell me about her.
You cannot have her.
I've tried.
No matter what you say. And she has a friend at home who's a Landseer variety of the who's a male, and she also has a little dog called a Brussels Griffon. And that is a dog smaller than the one you just had on the show. And they're best buds.
You walk the walk
wonderful.
and talk the talk. You've done your research. Sonny, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And please thank Lizzie when you two walk off into the sunset together.
We'll do that.
Okay, good.
Sunset.
Yeah, it's already happened. Coming up next on Animal House Calls, your calls and questions for Dr. John Allen. So give us a call right now.
Just within the GTA, you can dial 416-872-CP24. That's 416-872-2724. Or from outside the area, call us toll-free at 1-888-863-CP24. Or if you're on the internet, you can send your email to animalhousecalls@cp24.com. Toronto's breaking news.
Toronto's waterfront is
sauna,
underappreciated,
underwhelming,
overhyped,
an embarrassment,
a place to relax,
a place to avoid,
great for kids, perfect kids,
always under construction.
Just fine the way it is.
What's your opinion?
Watch CP24, your vote,
And make it count.
Debate,
discuss,
decide.
The value of gold is extremely high. Now is the time to cash in for the highest prices.
We're going on a cruise.
I love my new TV.
Woo!
Harold the Jewelry Buyer will turn your unused jewelry into instant cash.
Jewelry is not forever. Free up some cash for something special.
It was so easy. Now I'm ready to shop.
Cash in now for courteous professional service. It's the Jewelry Buyer. Bathurst Street, 3 Lights south of Lawrence.
Welcome home.
The Princess Margaret Welcome Home Sweepstakes is already over 50% sold. you could win the home, cottage, or condo of your dreams, including this $3.6 million Oakville show home designed by Linda Reeves. There are over 29,000 prizes to be won, but over half the tickets are already gone. Call now or order